So, England 2, Finland 0. It's not a bad result. It's not a bad result. And I think we would have had a completely different conversation if we hadn't have won this game. But we did. And Lee Carsley, credit to the man, 2 games, 2 wins, 4 goals, 2 clean sheets. So let's dissect it a little bit. First half, I missed the first couple of minutes and then I picked it up. One thing that from the get-go I could see is we were dominating possession. We should be dominating, but we kept getting caught out on the break, and Finland were winning the ball in good positions. And to be honest with you, they should have scored at least one. There was a moment where Pukki was in a great space, and whoever his teammate was, I think it was the number 10, just didn't lay the ball off, went for the selfish play, and it went over the bar. There's another chance where Pukki pushed one of our defenders over. The referee blew a foul, and then the subsequent shot just went past Pickford. So I mean, in the first half, I don't know what it was, but we didn't look comfortable. It was like watching, when you watch Man City against Wolves at the Molineux when they're having an unbelievable game, and the counter attacks they're just relentless, right? And it's, even though you're sitting back, you know that when you get your chance, you can score from that chance, and it's not just a pointless transition. And that's what it felt like with Finland. It felt like every time they had the ball in the beginning, that there was a couple of times they really could have done something with it. But we changed things up, and Kane got that goal in the second half, and it was a great goal. Smashed it into the back of that absolute banger. Fair play to him. 100 caps. What an achievement. Hats off to Harry Kane. Hopefully many more games for England. And look, I think people need to appreciate what a great player he is. I mean, he hasn't got a lot of pace. I think that's probably the one area of his game where he does struggle. But in terms of the quality, the guy can drop deep. He can hold up play. He scored a header in the first half. It was only just offside, which was unlucky. I think, in any other game, that probably could have been called onside. But obviously you have VAR as well, so it was never going to count. And then we scored the second goal later on in the half. Madueke coming on, and what an assist. What a great assist from Madueke. I thought he made a really good impact. He was involved. Could have scored a goal himself. I mean, in the second half, he had a few chances, cutting in on his left side, trying to lay the ball off as well. Very, very impressed with Madueke. 10 minutes into his debut, getting an assist. I mean, that's good stuff. So, yeah, for me, I think he can look at this and be very proud of what he's done. We had Gomez starting in midfield with Declan Rice. I thought he was all right. We controlled the midfield for the most part. But then again, defensively, we had issues in the first half. That was rectified in the second half. We had a lot more control. Something changed. I know Konsa looked like he had a bit of a knock at one point. So hopefully he's okay. Colwell came on. Mark Guihi, from Crystal Palace, the centre-back. He made a good impact when he came on. No left-back, no natural left-back. We had Rico Lewis in there. I thought he did okay. I thought he was pretty good. And Grealish progressively got better as the game went on. He likes coming in off the left-hand side, but sometimes I did think that if you just drift out a little bit further, Anthony Gordon was there. Give him the space to do what he needs to do, and then if we lay the ball off, if you're in the middle of the park, generally you will get into a good position and receive the ball. And I think that Grealish he made some great runs, to be fair to him, created some good chances, opened up the pitch. Not many wingers like that. And his ball carrying ability is very much underappreciated at Man City because he's almost told not to do that. So the fact that he's given more of a free roaming role in this England side is fantastic, especially considering Gareth Southgate didn't bring him to the Euros. Also Trent Alexander-Arnold, I thought he was fantastic. Great passing, distribution, through balls, crosses. He just looked really solid. Really, really impressed with what I saw from Trent. and definitely a player I want to see in this England squad more. I think when you play a certain style of football like Southgate, Trent was never going to fit into that system. I think it was suited to Trippier, right, and Kyle Walker, and it is more suited to a slightly more defensive fullback. But if you want to play more expansive football, not even necessarily just playing out from the back, but just playing a little bit more risky, forward passes, long balls, not just short balls, right? Because you remember, one of Trent's specialities is getting the ball up the pitch. He's going to give you a lot more options, and the link up for the Madueke assist as well. Trent was involved with that, nice through ball from him, and then Kane followed up in the end to get the second goal. So I mean, for me, guys, as far as I was concerned, if we drew this game or lost this game, we're having a totally different conversation, because Lee Carsley's still, he's auditioning right now. This England job is not guaranteed. Nobody knows who's going to get it. I'm personally leaning towards Graham Potter. I think that he wants this job as well. That's why he's been declining so many offers. He was very close to taking the Ajax job. Why else would he not go to a job in football right now? Forget which job. Why not just take a job? If you're a manager, I'm sure you want to be out there coaching. I think it's because he wants the England job. But Lee Carsley, he says otherwise. And as far as he's concerned, I think this England job is for the taking. I said it before. If you don't want to sing the national anthem, I'm not really too bothered, as long as we see good football on the pitch. We had Capello, we had Sven as well. They weren't English. They didn't sing the anthem. If you look at Lee Carsley, he played for Ireland, so I can understand maybe why he doesn't want to sing it. But even if he was English and he didn't sing it, if that is a serious if that's going to define who fits the criteria for the England job, then I qualify, right? Because I'll sing the anthem. So yeah, let's stick to football. Let's look at the football as we see it. But yeah, I think we can look at this international break and say, you know what? Even though it was absolutely pointless and there should have never been a break, we just started the season, for crying out loud. England played some good stuff, and it was painful at times in the first half against Finland, but got the result in the end, and it certainly improved. Jared Bowen came on as well. I thought he made a good impact. Eze was on the pitch, didn't quite come off for him. So yeah, I'm relatively comfortable, but I don't think we can make any decisions on the management at England. Also, big shout out to Ashley Cole as well. That man is already an assistant at Birmingham City in League One, and he's also taken on the role as assistant manager to Lee Carsley. So fair play to him. He's not going to have any time off, but he's obviously keen to coach as much as he can. And listen, there must be a reason Lee wants him. He must be all right at what he does. So all the best to him. And if they get this job, I'm sure they'll be all right. But still too early to judge. Let me know what you guys think. Do you agree or disagree with what I'm saying? And who do you want to have the England job? Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And all the best.